We're going to be doing some solve for x today. I hope you guys will enjoy today's questions. Right, here are the questions right here on the board. I will start with these ones over here, but if you guys do want to do them, you can do these ones over here. And also, if you guys do want to join the classes, the number is on the screen right now, and also the poster as well is on the screen. Text me 069 578 1850. So let's start with solve for x. We have 2x into 3x minus 5 is equals to 0. So when you have a 0 over here, right, you don't even need to expand this bracket. One brackets are good. Whenever you have a 0, you have to apply something called the zero factor law, where you take this separately and make it equal to 0. So you're going to say 2x is equals to 0, or then you take whatever that is in this bracket and make it equal to 0. 3x minus 5 is equals to 0. Take the 5 to the other side, divide both sides by 2, x equals 0, or 3x is equals to 5, divide by 3, divide by 3, make x alone, x equals 0, or x is equals to 5 over 3. And those are your two final answers. X squared plus x is equals to 0. Don't think about using the quadratic formula. We have two x's, right? Whenever you have two x's, or two variables, if I should say, right, and it's raised to a power, one is raised to a power, always think about taking out a common factor, right? Take out a common factor of x. So it's going to be x into, you're taking away one of the x. So it's going to be x plus 1, because you already took out one of the x. There's an invisible 1 behind the x. It's going to be x plus 1 is equals to 0. And look at that. We're back at the same scenario where we can use the zero factor law. So we're going to say x is equals to 0, or x plus 1 is equals to 0. So for x, x is equals to 0, or take the 1 to the other side, x is equals to, oh, that looks very terrible, x is equals to minus 1, just like that. So they say, given that x squared plus 2x is equals to 0, solve for x. Now, as you can see, we have x, and it's equals to 0, right? So we can factor out. So we're going to have x into x plus 2. You're only taking out one of the x's, right? There's only one x, so you're going to cancel out that one x, and you cancel out only one of the x's, right? Is equals to 0. Solve for x, just change the sign. Change the sign. X equals 0, or x is equals to, since this is a positive, change it to a negative, minus 2. Okay, so we have an interesting question over here, right? We cannot use the zero factor law as we have a sign in the middle. We have a positive sign in the middle. So what we can do, we can just distribute our x and our 2 in their respective brackets. So let's try that out. We just multiply this and that, multiply this 2 with that and that. So x times x squared, right? X times 1, negative x, or negative 1x, because it's an invisible 1, plus 2, 2 multiplied by x, 2x, and then 2 multiplied by negative 1, negative 2, is equals to 0, right? Now, you collect your like terms, right? What are our like terms? Our like terms are 1x and 2x. Negative x plus 2 will give me what? Positive x. So you'll be left with x squared plus x minus 2 is equals to 0. You factor out. You open up your two brackets. You place x and x. Now, you take the factors of 2. What are the factors of 2? You have 2 and 1, right? But now, I want a positive 1. So, the bigger one's going to get a positive, and then the smaller one is going to get a negative. X is equals to minus 2. You just change the sign. Or x is equals to 1. With this question, as you can see, there is a 0 over here. So we can use the zero factor law. As I said before, brackets are good. Do not fail out, because you're going to get something like x to the power of 3. So we do not want that. So we're not going to use that. We're not going to use that. Rather, we're just going to say x squared minus 4 is equals to 0, or x minus 2 is equals to 0. Solve for x, x squared is equals to positive 4, or x is equals to 2, you're going to take the square root on both sides. After taking the square root, you're going to cancel the square, and you don't forget the plus and minus, right? So x is just going to be equal to plus and minus 2, or x is equals to 2. You can leave your answer like that, right? Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.